Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, I have calmed down tremendously. Okay, so I couldn't sleep. So I went around and tried to catch up on things cuz I don't see everything and hear everything. I've been quite busy. Um Living life, I'll just say that. Okay? And yeah. Okay. So that has nothing to do with this video. Oh God, I'm trying to be calm. I was and Moon, let me talk to you. We both live in the same place. I'm not from Kansas City. I'm from St. Louis. But we both live here. Um but I'm a Missourian. And I'd like to think that we have heart. We have heart. We're people that have compassion. We're people that are built on facts. We're the show me state. And we're not punk ass bitches, right? That's another thing. So I understand your compassion and all that stuff, but a lot of your stuff that I've heard you say is kind of wackadoo. I enjoyed at first coming into your chat. I thought you were cool because the stuff I was hearing you say sounded, pretty on point, and you were nice and things like that. I said, dang, maybe we could go for a cup of coffee. We're in the same area. All right, cool. Then I came in one day, I didn't say anything yet, and you were talking about some lady named Angela, and I was like, who? I don't know. Who? I have no idea who that is. So then there was a couple other people I didn't know who they were. Now, let's talk about the truth thing. All I know is a few things about elevated truth. I don't care who he's friends with. I don't care about anything. Now, if he did something to you, went into your real life, I don't agree with that at all. None of it is okay. None of it. Any of this is okay. Well, I'm going to speak on this. As a person who has gone through childhood trauma, not in his respect, but I have been sexually assaulted as an adult. I can't imagine what he went through. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Elevated Truth. For you to say what you said to him is so disgusting. The things that you said to him, I couldn't believe were coming out of anybody's mouth. I don't care how mad I've gotten at anybody on this platform. I could never in my life say the things you've said to them. This is not somebody who's done anything to you or your family to harm you. This is not somebody who's physically done anything to you. Why would you say those salacious things to him to harm him? You don't know what those kind of things that you said could do to somebody that has been harmed in that way. Thank God he's strong and has support. You disgust me. You really disgust me. I don't care if you care. I don't care what you say about me. Because coming from you, coming from filth like you, it doesn't even matter. Children don't deserve trauma. Children deserve to have a beautiful childhood filled of happiness and cartoons. Oh, God, I almost cried. Not what he got. Fuck you for that. Then I go, because I see you were just live. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she probably apologized, which I still don't fuck with you. But I wasn't going to say what I just said, because I had to say more about it. I just had to edit myself. But no, that's not what you're doing. You're digging your stank ass heels in, right? So I'm listening to it. And I had no idea you were like this. Flava apparently came in. She came in to my community. She's like part of I call them the new community, or the drama community. And, I didn't get along with her. But I don't give a fuck, bitch. You called her an N-word. Don't you ever in your life call her or anybody else of color that word. You don't have the power to use it. You don't have the experience. I don't give a fuck if you have 10,000 biracial kids. I don't care if by some miracle of God you had a full-blooded black child like me. You still, bitch, do not have the right to use that word. You don't have our experience. You don't know what it's like to be black. You haven't lived in our shoes. You have no idea what it feels like to be judged by your skin color when you walk in a store and people look at you and they get disgusted just because you're you. When you walk into a store and everybody thinks you're gonna steal because you're black. When people like you think it's okay to call somebody the N-word out of anger. Because you know what? It's interesting to me. You're the mother of a biracial child, like you said a sentence or two later after you called her that word. But the way you used it was like she was below you, right? But I wasn't thinking the mother of a biracial child would never do that, would never degrade a person of color because she has a child like that. Why would you use that word? Why, especially, and Flava is biracial. I know you know that. So why would you make her feel like your child has probably felt at some point, if you know your child's walk of life? Why would you do that to Flava, especially in such a public way? Why would you do that to her? Why? I don't give a fuck what she's done on here. She doesn't deserve that. That's psychological fuckery. Bitch. And I said that. Fuck you. Now, then the next thing you said was, my kids are bi. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Scratch that. Like I said, you do not have our experience. And I don't use the word. And if I do use the word, it was when I get very, very, very angry. And I've used it twice on here, and that was it. Because it's a racist motherfucker like you. And I do believe that biracial mothers can be racist. Moon. Because you would never use that word. Ever. To anybody. Ever. The way. I don't care if you do say, my Inna, right? Like my friend. You wouldn't use the word period. At all. It wouldn't come out of your mouth. It would disgust you. Period. Get your head checked. And the way you talked about elevated truth is disgusting. If you have children which I think you do, you would have compassion about a child being done the way he was done. And that would never come out of your mouth. I don't even have children. But you know what? I was traumatized as a child and as an adult. But even if I weren't, it's called compassion. It's called having a soul and having a heart. And gosh, how could you not feel for him? Nobody deserves that. Don't you just want to hug that little boy? I do. I just want to take him away and tell him it's okay. I'm sorry. And help him to get better. But guess what? He did get better. And he's standing here today. But you don't have the right to try to put him in that spot again. I don't know what he's done on here again. I haven't heard his response to you. I haven't gone over there and listened to it because frankly, after what I heard you say, I wanted to hear nothing else from your mouth. Period. Unsubscribed, done. Period. I'll probably only hear from you in clips. You don't exist to me. But I just wanted to tell you, this is the last thing I want to say to you. Because this is the last contact I'll have with you. I don't do that. I just, if I disconnect with you online, I'm done. You are disgusting. I don't wish any harm on you. I wish you the blessings in life, whatever you deserve in life. But you need help, because the way you speak to people will get you hurt real bad. You can't go and talk to people the way you talk to Truth, and you can't talk to people the way you talk to Flavor, because I guarantee if anybody said the things you said to Truth to me in person, they'd be knocked the fuck out. And if you said what you said to Flavor in my face, you'd be knocked the fuck out. And that's on period on both of those things. So you need to address yourself and ask yourself what the fuck is wrong with you. Not them, but you. Not anybody else, but you. It's inward. The same thing I had to do to figure out what was wrong with the fuck with me. You need to do some soul searching. But I ain't gonna be there for that, because I don't give a fuck anymore. So I'm gonna go now, but it's fuck you, okay? But everybody else have a good day. Elevated Truth, I'm so sorry. Flavor, I'm so sorry that happened to you too. God bless. Wherever